Today we're going to talk about the Creatober challenge.
Dreadlabs.
What's going on everyone, my name is Tom from Dreadlabs, welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to be discussing the 4th edition of the Creatober challenge. I started this challenge in my first year with Dreadlabs as an alternative for Inktober if you're familiar with that challenge. The idea of the challenge is quite simple. I've created a list of 31 words representing the 31 days of the month of October. Every day you have to create something with that word. You can design, draw, paint, write poetry, make music, do anything you want. The goal of this challenge is not to necessarily complete it, and that's because in the past years when we did this challenge, we came to find out that it's really exhausting to do something creative for 31 days straight. The goal of Creatober is to challenge yourself to do something creative at your own pace. For example, if you have a creative block and you find yourself struggling with what to create, the Creatober challenge might be able to help you. Don't take it too seriously because the most important thing of the Creatober challenge is to have fun. I will be posting time lapses of my own entries on this channel, and on our Discord server you can share your own creations with the rest of the community, but you can also share your work on Instagram or Twitter or X by using the hashtag DreadlabsCreatober. Of course you're also allowed to tag me so I can see it. At the end of the challenge I will pick some of my favorites and I will give away prizes from the Dreadlabs webshop. On the screen right now you can see all of the prompts of this year. That means for example that on the 3rd of October you have to create something with the word warehouse. I will also put this list in the description if you want to copy it for yourself so you can put it on your phone or you can even print it out if you want to. So while we still have a couple of days before the challenge starts, I figured I'll give you a couple of tips that I found useful when I did the challenge myself. So tip number 1 is don't force yourself to join in on every single day. If you just don't feel the prompt, you don't have any clue what to make, or you feel too exhausted to join in, or you have other plans, you can just skip that day or you can just skip a couple of more days. It's also completely fine to just join the challenge later on or just join for one day. So tip number 2 is actually if you take a look at the list right now, you can already write down a couple of ideas that you might have in your notebook. Let's say for example day 6 says race, perhaps you can design a cover for a drift magazine. And I write my ideas down up front so I can get to creating immediately when that day comes. That takes me right into tip number 3, and that is that you can work ahead if you want to, and you can also backtrack. There are absolutely no rules against that, and if it works for you, it just works. Because I have to film my time lapses, I usually do a couple of things up front, so I can make sure that I can post most of those days. I know by doing this I'm actually working against my own advice, but I figured it might be the most entertaining, and I've completed the challenge twice now, so I'm determined to do it once more. Tip number 4 is if you're feeling extra creative, you can try to combine certain words together and create like a mega prompt, or you give yourself a little bit more time to create something even larger. I did this last year with the words concrete and hurricane because I figured combining those words together would make for a pretty dope name for a punk band. So I decided to create a punk flyer with concrete hurricane on it. And tip number 5 is sharing is caring. If you're feeling stuck for the day, you can join the Discord server and check out what the other people are making. Also, if you have any questions or you want feedback or anything like that, people are here to help. That's what the community is for. I am super excited for this challenge and I hope you are too. If you do have any questions about this challenge, please let me know down in the comments. You can also send me a DM on Instagram and I will answer them as quick as possible. With all that being said, I hope to see your work from the Creatober challenge soon using the hashtag DreadlabsCreatober. Best of luck in advance and I'll see you guys in the next video.